last week. Can you clear it up as to why he wasn't on the bench or anything?
Well, not really. I mean, I've said before, it was my intention to, if I felt it was appropriate, to give Jack some game time. That's what I did. Obviously, told Asmir and a number of other players that were involved in the starting 11. And that was the situation, really. He wasn't involved because, obviously, he felt he should have been, and just felt his mind wasn't focused to be on the bench, which I understood, to be perfectly honest. So I was okay with that. And that's where we are with it.
Do we take it that Jack's going to be the number one here from now on?
No, well, people misinterpreted this. Maybe needs a bit of clarification. I've just said I wanted to give him some game time, and my intention was to give him an away game. We've got 4 games. Well, we had 4 games left. Well, from my point of view, I wanted to give Jack an away game and a home game. That's the intention. He's going to play tomorrow as well. Asmin's not available because he's just had a slight procedure that he's taken advantage of, because obviously he knew he wasn't playing this weekend, so he'll be back fit well next week. So I'll take a view on the last 2.
He is a target for a couple of clubs. I mean, notably Liverpool, Tottenham. Do you see that he will go in the summer?
We hope not. Nothing's changed from our point of view. I've given a promising young keeper that we think highly of a game. You'll get another game, and that's it. It's part of his development. It's still our intention that Asmir stays here. That's what we want to happen. Whether or not that's changed other people's view of the situation, I don't know. But from our point of view, it's as we were.
Okay, I'll take that on board. But let's just say if Asmir were to go.
Hypothetical things now.
But if Jack were to start as your number one next season, is he good enough, and would you be happy with that? Are you comfortable?
Well, that's ifs, buts and maybes, isn't it? I mean, our intention is
could be.
Is that Asmir stays. We don't know if that's going to be the case at the moment. That's fair to say, because those talks were always scheduled for the end of the season. So until those actually take place, then we don't really know. We hope that he will be. If Asmir stays, then we will continue to look to develop Jack, and the likelihood is he probably would go out on loan again. But that would be dependent on whether or not we felt it was the right club available. If not, then he would remain here and continue to push Asmir.
Is it fair to say that Jack would have liked to have gone on loan from January, really?
No. Our intention was that he comes back and was number 2 to Asmir. He'd been out on loan already, so we thought that was long enough for him, and it was time to obviously come here and work day in, day out with the guys here, and that's what he's done.
So who's in, who's out this weekend, and who's injured, and who's tapped to drop?
Well, you said what I've just said. Asmir's not available. Apart from that, only the long-term injuries, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, that's about it.
Ask you about your opposition, and what you think he's done with Tottenham in his first year. Are you right?
Yeah, well, it seems that you can see signs of the way he wants to play. I think initially there didn't seem to be too much change in terms of approach to games. So it takes time, obviously, to change the mentality of the group that you work with. But certainly now, I think everybody feels that the Spurs manager wants to play a pressing game, and he wants to press from the front, and you can actually see that in the games that they've played, certainly from the turn of the year. So you can see that the work that he's doing in the training ground is having an effect, and he's shaping the team in his own image. So that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, as I well know. So I think when he obviously has the opportunity maybe to go into the market again, maybe get the key personnel that he feels he needs, then they'll continue to progress, I'm sure.
Have you been as impressed with Harry Kane as everybody else this season? I mean,
he's a
striker
good player.
as well.
I mean, he's an outstanding young player, and credit to him. I think people maybe, I hadn't seen a great deal of him obviously before he broke in, but prior to that maybe people were questioning whether or not they felt they he had the ability to have the impact that he has. But he's proved a lot of people wrong by all accounts. I've just judged him on what I've seen in the games he's played at Premier League level, and he's acquitted himself really, really well. To score the amount of goals that he scored in the first year of his career in terms of the full season, I think it's quite exceptional. And as a young player, if you're going to progress and you're going to be a top player, you have to make an impression straight away, because the Premier League is a high standard. Bars set really high if you want to go straight in from being a young player straight into the first 11 of the Premier League team. It's a big ask for young players these days. So he's done really, really well.
It makes for an enormous second season, doesn't it, next year? Because he's got a lot to live up to. Is that the danger?
Well, there is. I think historically, people always look to the second season thinking it's a little bit more difficult. When you break through initially, you get by on a bit of adrenaline, a little bit of unknown quantity. People don't quite know what your strengths, weaknesses are. Obviously, after the first year, everybody knows exactly what you can or can't, or how you can affect games. So that knowledge obviously is a test in that second season, because people will make it a lot more difficult for you because they know more of you. But you sense he's got a good attitude. He looks a good kid. Somebody who wants to progress, keep on progressing, and if his work ethic and his mentality is what I suspect it is, then he's got every chance of having a great career.
Just finally, there, Pochettino said that he welcomed Gareth Bale back, having received a lot of criticism this week. Now, you'll have seen his development come through from a Welsh perspective, and also from playing abroad. Do you think he was worthy of that criticism this week?
Well, if we're honest, he'd probably honest with himself. He probably would have liked to have affected the game more than he was able to, but you have to factor the opposition into that. He wasn't playing a poor team on the night, so they would have obviously talked about Gareth Bale and what potential he had to hurt them in an attacking sense. So they would have understood that and done something about it. And sometimes you have to credit the opposition with doing a job on players sometimes, and that maybe is the case. Notwithstanding that, he's an outstanding player, and he's proven over a long period now, both here and in Spain. He had an outstanding season last year. He's coming for a little bit of criticism from people who watch him week in, week out, but that's part of the course on Real Madrid, so I'm sure he's used to it by now, and it's just a case of keeping the focus and getting to the end of the season and see where that takes you.
Do you think he's better off back at home when you get?
I don't. I've said that before. I've experienced myself of playing abroad, and probably went with the wrong attitude, with the attitude of maybe saying to myself, I'll do it for a year, maybe 2 years, and then I'll get myself back home, which is completely the wrong way to approach it. And I think Gareth has got every intention to stay out as long as he can. I would recommend that he does, because I think you can shape yourself as a person and as a player when you stay out. If you're at a club like Real Madrid or Barcelona like I was, then you stay there until they kick you out the door.
Thank you a lot, folks.
Thank you very much.